So I go more in depth on my analysis of Kalvista Pharmaceuticals. Um, I think the last video was like okay, but watch what I'm doing, then it might be easy for you to like pick up on certain things, especially if you watch it over and over and over. Um, Honestly, I don't know how helpful the last video is going to be, so I don't know. Just ask questions so that way it'll help me be a little bit better at explaining going forward as I do like different charts and dive deep. So basically, I want to see everything that's going on with Calvista as far as like how it's moving with the moon. So I think I'm gonna dig into that. And then, of course, on top of going in when might be the best day to invest because it's beneficial to their chart. And then if I can get to another like a whole chart and hopefully find something that is beneficial for that person to make money, then I'll go into that. But that's like a whole nother thing. So I digress. Let's just dig into this. And if I'm not doing that much talking, I mean, I have no one to talk to. I'm just thinking out loud. Okay. I'm on the weekly, and I like to do the weekly because I can see what's going on every couple of weeks as far as like the full moon. I do go with the full moon and the new moon. I've been watching that as well because I kind of want to figure out like I want to figure out how to invest in certain stocks and crypto the most effectively. That's what I'm trying to do here. Because one thing about I'm going to dig. The way you dig into that man's social media, I'm going to dig into these charts. The way you found out what his sister's favorite hobby is, I'm going to find this money and put it in my pocket. What do you mean? Okay, so I just realized the date and I have to call my mentor. 'Cause her birthday is tomorrow. So hopefully she's not too busy because, she's a popular lady. Mm, I want to see what this big ass drop is first. October 3rd. So that was about a year ago. And it only, okay, let me see. So I'm focusing on more than just, I'm looking at everything. Okay, that's a year's difference. All right. Moon. Let's go with 2002. Percent drop was October. We're going on October 3rd. The moon was in Capricorn. Their second house of money. I cannot make this shit up. I cannot. I cannot. Hold on. I gotta find the birth chart again. But I know that second house is that money. I know that. Here we go. Second house of money. So it must have hit this Chiron right here. You saw how it's like creeping back up? I bet when ooh, actually I don't know. This is gonna be interesting to watch. I was gonna say I bet that whenever the moon goes into Cancer at some point in the future, that we'll see it hit that high before it dropped. Like that beginning of that long ass candle. Let me just show it. I bet it hits around this area in Cancer. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It could hit that um in January because look how close we are. Let me just mark this here. Capricorn season is like basically here. So it could, like, depending on what the market's doing, even though it has that Chiron in there, so that's like a weakness, right? It very well could, like, oh, I can't use my fingers. Okay, so like, look how close it is right here. All it has to do is like get back over this line into this area. Hold on, let me get a box because that's nothing but money right there. That liquid. Hold on, let me adjust it. Ah, are y'all dropping what I'm putting down? Like, is this making sense? I hope there's some people out here who are actually like know what I'm trying to get at with this. And I hope I'm not talking too low. I just don't feel like, I don't know, I'm chilling today. I'm chilling today. Okay, so you see all this? This is liquid. This is money, baby. It's gonna come back up to this point. The question is it going to come up to this point in Capricorn season around here? Or is it going to come up around here in Cancer season? And the only reason why I'm not sure if it's going to come up in Cancer season is because this is the house of debts, but this is also the house of investments. And then it has this vertex. You know what? This is what I think. This is what I think. I think that because that vertex is there, and I feel like if you keep investing in this money, because that's Saturn right there, like if you keep working on it, investing that money, house of investments, even while you're at home or something, shit, even if, you know what, I would say if you're a Cancer rising, like I'm a Cancer rising, I'll just put that out there. Like if you're a Cancer rising, I think that this could be very beneficial for you, like because that's a turning point in resources. This is a Taurus degree. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just like if you keep working, investing, putting those resources into this particular company. Here, let me go back. This particular company, Kalvista Pharmaceuticals, you might make some money. Now, if I had known about this back in October of last year, I definitely would have been, but this is a learning thing, so it is what it is. I definitely would have been in that bitch right around here. It would have been slow money, but you're making money. And it's not even that expensive. Look, for $4.07. Like, I bet by the end of Pisces, it's up. But by that time, we're gonna be starting to look into like oil and stuff like that. So I don't know, get that money. You know what I'm saying? I kind of want to see. You know what? No, let me. Okay. Um. Okay, let me get back to the analysis because I'm like trying to like when is it going to? Okay. 2002. So that did happen in was Capricorn. I'm gonna mark it as a Capricorn bullet. Let's change the color so you can actually see that. What's gonna stand out that I actually like? Where okay, Capricorn moon. That's when and plus because why is it behind? Yeah, because that's eating on my nerves. Anyways, so that's a Capricorn moon right there, which is off. That kind of proved my point if that's where you want to invest. I just didn't like what a drop. What a drop. I wonder what this happened. That is Pisces season. What's in Pisces? Ah, the IC. Hmm. So what's in Virgo? Ooh, I know they're going through some stuff right now. I'm pretty sure Chiron is on 17 degrees in Aries right now, so it's probably not very fun to work there right now. Anyway, mm, an interesting degree. Very interesting. I'm kind of looking past the money, and this chart is kind of interesting to me. Okay, anyways, sorry, my ADHD kicking in. Why do I have a July chart open? Okay, what else do I want to see? I want to see Cancer. Season. I don't know why that looks so weird to me. Like, why is it so close? If these are supposed to be sister signs. Oh, duh, because I'm looking at the month and then this is the moon. This was, let me see, confusing myself. I need to like mark everything up as soon as I'm looking at it instead of just like going back and forth like that. Um, that was a year. So the moon was in Gemini then, so not much I want to see or care about there. Just I don't care about their relationships. Give a fuck about that. Um, okay. I'm gonna delete this because I literally don't care about that. As you see, it's a freaking doji. So again, I don't give a fuck about that. There's no money in. So what I now want to look at is the Capricorn moons for each month and then a little bit going forward just so I can see if there's any pattern, like if it's actually beneficial. So this was, we'll go to November of 2002, 22. There, I don't think there's any money in that either because that's around Thanksgiving and it's a weekend, but like, let's see. It was November 26th and 27th. Yeah, nothing really there. There's growth, obviously, but not the kind of growth I'm looking for. That's barely anything. But again, it's a holiday, so like, what do you expect? Ooh, it's a new moon and also a holiday, so obviously not much going on. But the fact that it's a new moon has piqued my interest just a little bit. Okay, let me go down to day because that's actually annoying the shit out of me. Just bear with me. Okay. December 26th, was it? So we're just gonna skip. Probably because it's a weekend. Probably because it's a weekend. So we'll just go with the 27th. It's a new moon and a Capricorn moon. Did you see how it like just move that over? You see how it's wanting to put down right there? Look at that. Didn't do what it wanted to do though, now did it? It said, let's go down. And market said, absolutely not. Okay. January. Ooh, a full moon in obviously because it's following the new moon, but oh, we get two. How interesting. Pivot. A full moon in Cancer on January 6th. And that's the house of debt. And then a new moon in Capricorn on January 21st. So we'll go with January 20th. Literally a month later, it's doing the opposite, but it's still not powerful. It is obviously making progress, but I wonder if that has something to do with the Chiron. What's the degree? 24, so a Pisces or Piscean degree. I wonder because Saturn is in Pisces, like this whole house is activated. So it's not reaching its full potential. Does that make sense? That's what I'm curious about. Interesting, interesting. And I wonder if it's like a certain period because this is 10 degrees for their part of fortune. I know it's in their house of relationships, but it's still a work degree, right? And it still rules their money. So obviously they have to have relationships, positive relationships that they start probably with people who are questionable to the masses or have some kind of reputation or something. I don't know. And that's where they get their money from. Interesting. Because it's a pharmaceutical company, right? Pisces rules drugs. They make their money off of drugs. but how is it debilitating this house is what I need to know so that I can know when to put the money in, when to take it out without it being affected and only seeing that growth. And I'm not seeing what I want to see in this chart quite yet. I mean, it has, let me go back to the weekly. Ooh, and you know what I want to see? What did this pop? February Pisces season. This ain't it. I wonder if they started like marketing online or something and it just didn't go the way that they wanted it to. But in one particular instance, because of the way the planets had lined up, I want to know what happened on this day. Like, what was Jupiter doing for it to expand like that? February 8th, 2021. Damn, I wonder what time it was when we did that shit. Let me see. Maybe. Hold on, let me just. Because I knew the exact time that shit exploded. I don't remember how to. Hold on, just let me show. Exploded, right? That's not what I wanted. Okay. I know there's something to where I can, yeah. What's the time? Like, where the do I find it, dude? It's somewhere. I just want the exact time so I can like look exactly at what's. If I only knew. Okay, whatever. I really wanted it to be down to the second, but we're gonna just do it at not noon. You know what? Let's do this time the market opens in, what is it? Cambridge, Massachusetts. I don't even know what I just clicked. Eastern. Okay, so regular time. Usually the banks trade at 10. That's when they do their big one. So we're gonna do that. That's what we're gonna do. Just have to make sure. So if you had something to say about the time zone, then you can just shut up. Oh, and looky here. The moon was in Capricorn. How funny. How funny. So Jupiter was at 11 degrees Aquarius in Aquarius. So maybe like a lot of people saw their stuff online. What is their Aquarius house? Their third house. So they were affecting their like neighborhood or whatever online. Maybe they had an advertisement that just looked like stunning, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why. Or maybe news. What was that? February 8th, 2021 news. Because I need to know. Okay, so this is the next day. No. So they had a positive report on the results that they had for KVD 900 phase 2. Basically, their shit works. And that same day, they announced that they're offering to sell stock publicly. What did I just say? They're offering stock in a public format. Okay, so where is it? That, you know what? Aries, Aquarius rules the people, Jupiter rules the people. They were being generous by offering money, investments. Do you see that? Venus at 8 degrees, Scorpio. They offered money to the public. Obviously, they had to keep that in check because it's at 6 degrees, which is their Saturn. That's the degree of their Saturn in, what was it? In Cancer. No? Yeah. Okay. See how they're getting them degrees hit? Where's Aquarius in their chart? Drugs for the people. Resources, plentiful resources of drugs for the people in the community. And yep, see, hitting their Saturn. And it's also hitting their moon, which is right next to the planet of expansion, which is hitting their Virgo house. Again, hitting that Saturn. I can't make this shit up. So I would probably invest around Virgo moons and then let it grow until it hits Capricorn to see some growth. Let's see. Let's see. See if that's what we want to do. Oh my God. Um, I can't, that is so wild to me. It's like, yeah, it's a season, but it's more new too. I'm trying to tell you. I hope this video isn't gonna be too long. It's gonna take forever to upload, but I don't want to stop it. Maybe I'll cap at an hour. I'm pretty sure we're at like 30 minutes or something. I want to do a prediction, but I can't do that until I analyze the shit out of this. And I'm not about to analyze the shit out of this by myself. Like, you're gonna see this work. You know what I'm saying? Um, okay. Back to the moon. That's not their moon. I have too many tabs open. Yeah, so I think I'd want to. And see, me personally, what I'm going to do, I'm going to invest in like, and this is based off my personal chart. I'm gonna invest in like either a Gemini moon or a Leo moon and watch that shit grow until it's affected by their moon or their fall, or it's affected by my moon and my fall, if that makes sense. Like, I'm too many times I've watched the moon do its thing with its flow, with its money house, and the moon in particular, like the regular full moon, new moon. And I waited a little bit too long until it got to like a certain house or a certain point in the house, like this, for instance, like the IC, and I've watched that shit reverse. The point is to get as much money as possible and not watch that shit reverse and then lose money. You know what I'm saying? So, what is it? Why is it open? Okay. The only pattern that I'm seeing so far is that there's the most, either the most movement or I'm seeing it grow, but it's not growing very much. I'm almost starting to get bored with this chart. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but I'm gonna finish what I was doing. Like, I'm literally getting so bored because I feel like I can't make that much money off this. But we'll see. I have a problem almost of like wanting fast money when I know for certain that money is supposed to move with the moon. Like, you can't force that shit. It's gonna do what it's gonna do. Full moon in Leo, February 5th. Nothing. Not me tearing up. Uh, I need to move where I have the moon. This is aggravating. Let me put it right here because I keep clicking on the wrong shit. Okay. 16. Must have been a weekend. I don't like this chart very much. It's not exciting me. It's not giving me the feeling I want to feel. And I'm like, ugh, baby. And you know what? It could be because um, it could be just because the money house doesn't correspond with mine, so I'm not getting excited, or because of that Chiron. I don't know what it is. So I'll just put this here. And I'm gonna say this, I do think that the full and new moon, you'll see more of an impact rather than just like one during the week. But I do think, or like during the month, I feel like following your own moon as far as like the money goes, I think, or the following the moon in your money house, let me say it like that. I think you should still do that twice a month, to get those like keep that money flowing in. But I also think that the full moon, those are the months that you're going to want to pay attention to the most, the full and the new moon, because you'll see the most growth. So that with that, I would say whatever is in your 12th house, that day of the week that correlates with that 12th house, that's when you invest your money. And then once you get to either your rising or your money house, that's when you take that shit out. Okay, got lost in the sauce and almost forgot what I was talking about. So I feel like that's why these aren't as powerful. But even, I know that makes me kind of like put my foot in my mouth because this new moon isn't as powerful, but if you look, it corresponded with this first one right here, and then it did change from what the last one was. You just gotta so know what you're doing in the market and then add this on top for a little extra flavor. And if you don't want to do all this for your analysis, that's cool with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, do your own thing. It's just another way of looking at it, and I think it's just, cool. Just to watch the money flow. Okay, March 16th, April 12th. So annoying. Like, come on. No, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not. I'm just gonna do it on the closest day, which is this 13th, March 13th is the closest day. We'll do April 10th because that was the closest day, even though it was the 12th. Just, yeah, theirs kind of sucks. I don't like what I'm seeing. But my prediction is that when the moon goes into Capricorn, probably from people like investing into it over time, because granted, you do always have to give it time to catch back up, and it's almost caught back up. So, like, if this was almost a year ago and you invested, you'd be fine. It's just something that you'd have to continuously invest in every Capricorn moon. Yeah, there's growth in between each one of these. It's just slow growth, slow growth, slow growth. Again, a little bit of stagnancy here. I don't know why. From February to March, it was hitting a plateau until it broke out of that plateau in April in Taurus season at a Taurus degree. So I wonder if that also has an effect. What's going on in Taurus? The North Node movement, forward movement in the stocks. Interesting. This is interesting. So from here to here, and then towards the end of Taurus season, it starts to pick up a little bit. Do you see that? Stagnancy. And then towards the end of Taurus season, which is around here. Wait, hold on. Am I being retarded now? Taurus season. Okay, no. This is Aries season still. So Aries, Pisces, No, I'm lying. Let's just fact check because I hate to just say shit and it's not accurate. You know what I'm saying? We don't like inaccuracy. So during Pisces and Taurus, mostly Aries season. This is like really Aries season. It's like stagnant as well. So what's going on? Nothing's going on in Aries season. Literally no planets. And it starts to pick up. What is this? And the third decan of Taurus season. Okay. What was it again? March. So a little bit of Pisces season and Aries season. This is it. I feel like I know my dates though. Like sometimes I know the middle of the year for sure. For sure. I hate to on you a day today for the day, but hey, it is what it is. So February 19th through April 19th. So a teeny bit of Capricorn season. Definitely Pisces season. Up until this is also Aries season. And then it explodes at the beginning of Taurus season. Because it's a few days before Aries season ends. Which Aries is ruled by Mars, which also rules Scorpio, and Scorpio rules investments, charts, so that's making sense. So we're pretty stagnant during IC period up until we, once we start getting close to that Venus, the money starts picking up, starts moving forward with Rahu, which is moving forward, and it's they're powering each other. So that's why that shit just like starts to pick up. I would like to see it pick up more. Like I know that this in particular is nothing to play with, but with this, so it's like, oh shit. Okay, so look, this is a Taurus degree, this is a Scorpio degree, sister signs, right? And they're working together. They're literally fueling each other. Literally fueling. That's crazy. But it explained why it starts to pick up around here. And it's through that plateau. Interesting to see. Okay. May and June. May 9th, 10th, June 5th, 6th. I wish it kind of like popped up automatically, so I'm not like clicking it. Okay. This was also a cat, right? The third, honey, and the 30th. What the hell is this? So we got two Capricorn moons this month. 30th. Baby, and look at that. Look at that. And this is Cancer season. So I guess whenever for this particular chart, we saw that vertex on there, right? Change, change. And then Jupiter is also there. So expansion, even if it's not that much, it's a lot for them. And this is also interesting. So maybe the next Capricorn moon, it'll bust straight up. Okay. We need, but are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? And if you could hold, it's looking like one of those very slow over the year investments where every Capricorn moon, you just make sure to put a nice little chunk up in there so you can see it explode with whatever else is already exploding every month. But I do see that it has decided to downturn very recently. But look at this. Look at this. I think, I don't know what happened in September, but maybe, okay, let's see. It's September. You see that it changes. It starts to go down. So we change from going or buying to selling. It's giving very much. It's going to sell until at least Capricorn season. Well, you know what? Sag rules the sixth house, and you see it's going to activate that Mars and the North Node in like literally 2 months. That's going to get activated, and Pluto is probably going to change the direction of where it's going. So this is what I'm this is my theory. Since it's changing now, I think it's going to expand if you're going into a cell. And then I want to say it's going to pivot in either Scorpio season or Sag season because of this Pluto. This Pluto rules Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? And then it's at 22 degrees Capricorn, so it's also going to light this house up too. So it's possible that we can see it expand exponentially with cells, and then at some point it's going to pivot. So you'll need to be ready to like buy and sell. It might be a short buy. You'll just have to be ready for that because it's going to activate that money house until that Chiron kicks in. So this makes me wonder if it's going to this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing an increase, a vertex kind of change here, and then whatever that change is, I think that you're going to have to either sell for a short period of time or buy for a short period of time, and then I think it's going to switch back over. That's what I think. I could be wrong though. It's been buying for a minute though. And there's money right here. So I'm thinking what it could do is, well, we're in Scorpio season, so it's already being activated, right? Like literally right now. Hold on. Yeah. So we're literally right here. We're getting close to that south node. So whatever this wants to do, it could dump in more resources because it's that 14 degrees Taurus, which is going to activate the Venus too. So it's possible that it could just be like a little bit stagnant and then it combusts, it goes forward. I'm curious what this does. So this is going to probably happen. What is this? Let's see when the sun hits 14 degrees. Maybe next week. I think it's gonna happen next week. So we'll see what happens next week. I don't know. We might have to come back and touch on this video. I thought it was going to gonna be like one of those things where I just analyze it and kind of, damn, it's already almost been an hour. I really do get lots of sauce on stuff. This is getting on my nerves. I wish my computer a little bit faster. Okay. This honestly does need to be like a live stream type of thing because this is probably gonna take forever to upload. Okay. The sun is at 7 degrees, so like a week, literally next Monday, it's gonna be at 14 degrees, so it's gonna hit that. So November 6th, November 6th, we're gonna see some kind of pivot, and it's probably something that they don't see coming. So hopefully, it's a good thing that they don't see coming. Let's see. I'm just taking a little bit further. I'm not going to teach you about the transits or anything like that. When was their birthday? March 6, 2004. Oh. 6 March. And then this is going to be for November 6th, 2023. And they're gonna have a lot going on. We're gonna have a lot going on. This shit is gonna be active. Do you hear me? It kind of doesn't look good. It kind of doesn't look good. So it could continue selling. But look, it might sell for like a fucking second and then quickly turn around. The numbers could quickly turn around for sure. For sure. Look at that. Right behind it, they're damn near touching each other. And the IC is, where is it? 21 degrees. So it's like, and it's still hitting the IC. Obviously, like it's damn near on it. But why is it saying, it's saying 21 degrees here, but like, why is it in between this and this? Somebody, somebody's probably gonna lose money because it is a 12th house and the IC is there, but I do think it'll quickly recover. There's probably gonna be some word of mouth that it has. And then look. It's a vertex, so it'll probably just start going back up in Capricorn season. But we'll see. We will see. What year is this? This is this year, 2023. Or maybe there's some sort of increase that nobody accounted for. Maybe somebody's gonna be like hella stressed. Execs hella stressed trying to move forward. Maybe from something that happened around here. Hmm. Anyways, I digress. I don't want to be confusing people and stuff. I'm probably gonna leave it there just because this is long. Essentially what I'm wanting to do, and I'll I guess touch on this in another video. I'm gonna finish up like the moon stuff, and then I'm going to do a few more of like the full moon, new moon kinds of things before I like start recording again. And then essentially if you're like let me see. This is Capricorn moon. Okay, this is what I want to say. If you have a chart similar to this, I was gonna say a sun with your Capricorn. But listen, if you have a chart similar to this, you're basically if you're a Sagittarius rising, invest in Scorpio and then pull out in Capricorn. Ooh, you know what? I could do it for all the signs. Actually, no, because I don't want to give like false ass information. Okay, so if you have basically if you have a second house of Capricorn or yeah, if you have a second house of Capricorn, then I would like follow this cycle with the moon. Um, every time the moon goes into Capricorn, put some money in there. Depending on your moon is how you want to do that because obviously you want to move with the moon. And that's why I suggest going into learning about the lunar cycles and going back and watching the Master Investor's little snippet on the moon and how money moves with it, or going to watch Marin's video on how the money moves with the moon. Okay, so I will leave it there. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I want to touch on. Probably not. I think it'd be the most helpful to do this based off your own chart, but it's always a lot more fun to look at company charts because you don't really think about that now, do you? So, happy money hunting. I hope the charts help you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.